Hi Sagittarius, it's your girl NeenaRose coming at you for your Blam. It's on for January 27, 2020. Hope all is well with you all. I want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. And then I want to give my condolences out to Kobe Bryant's family, and even the family of the passengers that was with him on his helicopter. I just feel that this, there are a lot, of course, people are mourning, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always somebody that love you, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if they tell you or not, or what have you. But he has a lot of fans, and, and he was doing a lot of great things. So I'm quite sure there are people that are mourning his loss, a lot of monologies came out. So, and with that, I just want to give my condolences out to everyone that has passed away in the plane crash. Okay. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one out here, we have confidence is your key to success. The new moon in Leo. Okay, so what I see here, Sagittarius, is that a lot of you are maybe going through some things. It's like basically you may be struggling with self-doubt, or just feeling like, okay, can I make this work? I'm hearing that some of you may be making a move, taking a trip, and basically on where you're going is to some areas that are unfamiliar. So some of you may be moving to a new area that you've never been to before. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of you may be doing some things that's like, where are we really going and how we're going to get there. But they also, what came out, it says, don't let pride get in your way. So some of you may have to, maybe experience a little humility, especially if you're moving to go live with someone. And you may be used to having your own space type of thing, or you may be used to doing a certain thing where you're at, and it's like everything is going to change. Some of you may be feeling a little fearful too, is what I'm hearing. It's just kind of like, is this really what I want to do? We also have balanced spirituality and practicality. So I feel like a lot of you may be praying, of course, but I feel like a lot of you are experiencing some self-doubt. Kind of like, am I ready for this? Or you may feel like some of the things that you may have heard about the area that you're going to, you may feel like you may not be spiritually equipped, but the cards are also saying that you need to meditate and contemplate. So I feel like a lot of you need to make sure that where you're going, because if you're feeling that uneasy, this may not be your dream. I feel like some of you are going to go live with somebody who basically, this may be their dream to move to this area. But this may not be this may not even be part of your soul contract. This may be just something that you go do, and this is not really part of who you are or what you're supposed to be doing. That's what I'm hearing. And then we also have a time to give rather than take. So it's kind of like this may be a good opportunity, but you may need to give to yourself first. You may need to give into the energy that you're feeling. Some of you may feel like you're not ready because you may be going to go live with somebody and you don't have anything. You may not have stacked enough paper that you want to stack, is what I'm hearing for some of you. So I feel like a lot of you may need to start giving to yourself before you just go, and you may be a little half cocked, you know what I'm saying, where you may not be comfortable. Change is always a little uncomfortable. But when the odds are you looking at the plan and it's like, I don't really like this plan because I don't feel like I'm ready. That's the energy that I'm getting. We have conclusions are within reach, and that the energy is gaining momentum. So I really feel like you're coming to a decision to where you need something else to take place here. And I feel like a decision is coming to a head, but I feel like some of you are going to back out on the plans this week. And I don't think the trip is this week. I just feel like you're going to back out and say, you know what, I need to wait till I'm more comfortable. Because it says prosperity lies ahead. And I feel like that has a lot to do with what's really going on. You're looking at your prosperity from where you're at. A lot of you want to make a move, but it's like you don't want to be at somebody else's mercy when you get there. And I'm hearing it says to believe in the impossible. So some of you may need to go ahead and take the leap of faith. And then some of you may need to go ahead and let some things go. Like this may not be opportunity for you. You know, a lot of times I'm getting the energy that somebody moved and then you might want to move with them. You want to go to where they're at and get comfortable with them. But I'm feeling like that's not really where you're at, you know. And I'm feeling like some of you at this point, Sagittarius, I feel like a lot of you, it sounded like a good idea when y'all was first talking about it. But I feel like a lot of you, it seems like a good opportunity to jump on. But a lot of you are starting to weigh the pros and cons of like right now. Like, you know, I really need to stack my paper more. Or some of you are living in fear of maybe you can't make it where you're at by yourself. So it's like you're going to go live with somebody else, you know. But I feel like with this card here, this is the energy that I'm getting. Like believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible, Sagittarius, that things could work out, that you can make it by yourself, you know, that you don't have to live with someone to make it, you know. And I feel like some of you are really contemplating that because maybe you're having a hard time and you're struggling where you're at. Or maybe you have been applying for jobs and you haven't gotten any type of conclusions. But I feel like when it says conclusions are within reach and prosperity lies ahead, I feel like that's more so the energy of not giving up on yourself where you're at. Some of you may be looking at what people are saying about you. Some of you may be feeling like the job that you're at is over. Because I feel like a lot of you are looking at what people are looking at, and it's like, but deep down, you know the truth of the matter, and you've actually grown. And but I feel like a lot of you are waiting on some things to manifest that basically has you confused. Like you feel like you should be further along than where you're at. You have quest here in the upright. It has a lot to do with the things that are going on around you. That basically ask the creator, what is your plan and purpose? You know, you can't live somebody else's life just because they may be seeming to have a good life, or you can come live with us. And, you know, that may not always be the case. You know, that may work for somebody else, but that may not be your path. And I feel like with Quest coming out here, a lot of you need to learn your path and even speak it, because it's a throat chakra. You know, speak up to the creator and say, hey, you know, what's my path? Where should I be? Why do I feel in dismay? Why am I confused about this decision now? That's because now it's time to make this decision or actually take steps. And it's not with, I don't feel like it's with your path. It's not with your path or your life purpose. You have miracle here in the reverse. Some of you are looking for a miracle, but it's almost as if like you don't believe it. You don't believe that you can get a miracle, or you don't believe that things will work out for you, you know. Um, we have wisdom here in the reverse as well. So it's like you've gained a lot of wisdom about some things. You may have already lived with somebody before and it didn't work out, or vice versa. Somebody may have come to live with you and it didn't work out. You know, but it's almost as if like now you're looking to start over, start anew, and you're wondering if you should even take that chance. And then you have growth here in the reverse. I feel like a lot of you are in a level of leveling up, but it's more so with knowledge and experience. It's not so much leveling up with um, like status. I was about to say social status, but it's not social status. Leveling up with your finances. You know, like maybe applying for higher paying jobs. But I feel like you're struggling with believing in yourself and like bringing some things to a completion here. Like I feel like you are struggling with maybe you don't know how to say no. You know, that I can't come right now, or like this right here with the vanity in the upright. Like you're looking at how people are viewing you. You know, You know, they may want you to come stay with them, but you may have asked them for some financial help. And it's like, just come stay with us then. But it may not have been meant for you to ask them for that. And at the same time, just may not be meant for you to go do that, you know. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I just feel like a lot of you are somewhere stagnated because of the help that you may have asked for. And that the option that they gave you was to come live with us instead of them helping you out financially, maybe letting you borrow the money. And that may come from you talking too much, maybe telling them too much of your business, you know, that type of thing. And then some of you may need to tough some things out, you know, and actually, you know, stand and face some of the things that you may have going on. So I'm going to pray for you now, Sagittarius. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for Sagittarius. I thank you for the love that they possess for themselves and other people. I thank you for them being in contemplation about what to do, where to go. I speak that they continue to stand and hold on to the truths that are being submitted here, that's actually given to them, you know. And I speak that they speak their truth to show their growth, and that they believe in the impossible, and that they use their wisdom, you know, and even go with their intuition about what's really being told to them, you know, their gut feeling, the things that are going on, and being uneasy about things, you know, that they actually go in and realize and ask the Creator, what's my quest? Where should I be? What should I be doing? I speak that they get out of stagnation and even confusion, because I feel like they are confused about even receiving miracles from where they're at, you know, and actually leaning on other people. You know, I speak that they stand and get their growth from where it's really coming from, and go to the source for their help. Selah. Sagittarius, I just speak that you continue to rely on self and rely on the Creator, you know, for your decision making, you know, for everything. But just, you know, to make sure that this plan is of the Creator for you to do, you know. It's your girl, NeenaRose. Y'all have a good one. It's your Blam. It's on. And y'all be blessed.